Hello, my lovely people. Here is Renaissance, and I just watched the Witch, the Love Witch movie, and I have a lot of thoughts that I shared on TikTok, and I asked if they want me to make a longer video on YouTube, and I thought said yes, and I said yeah, I will make it. So it's just like a long video from me just yapping about the Love Witch and what's my first impression on it. So, first of all, I love the movie a lot. I think it's such a beautiful movie, and if you are an analytic, a person who analyzes a lot and loves a lot of things like, I don't know, psychology or so on, you will love the movie too. I love that the movie was like an eye candy. I love the colors. I love that how the main actress Elaine was so beautiful, and I loved the aesthetic of it. I honestly did. And the thing is, I shared on a TikTok what I said. And I personally think that Elaine herself, like the movie itself, is just depicts how men or now a society see witches in general. And it's like a surface level movie about witchcraft. And the clearest thing that you can see that proves my point is that there is no really any connection to abnormal things. Like there is not even a connection to the devil, or that there were any spiritual connection or spiritual development, because witchcraft is not just being like, okay, I know hocus pocus a lot around and that's it. No, a lot of witchcraft is also shadow work, and I think every person know that shadow work also develop your character, your psychic and everything else, because you develop with the time. But Elaine never developed in any way or shape or form. She was still in her same state, which also shows that she is actually traumatized. And I don't mean it just traumatized in general, I mean traumatized in her sex life. Like we saw in the whole movie how she is like jumping from a man to a man, from a man to a man, and how it's kind of just made, the movie is just kind of made for men, because it shows a really beautiful young women, colorful, interesting, exotic, who loves men and just wants to give them the pleasure of life. And it just shows like, what the fuck, that's not any witches. It's pretty patriarchal in such a stupid level. And also she has, again, to the trauma, we see that in one of the rituals where she is like laying on that I thing, and that old man did that to her. Like, I don't want to say the words because I know how stupid YouTube is. And the thing is, you can be really traumatized from sex and go to two separate ways. One of them is be hypersexual, and one is not wanting sex at all. And we can see that she is trying to kind of fill the gap inside of her that she got from trauma. And a way you can see it is how after sex and during sex and before sex, how she treats the whole sexual action, because it's not, oh my god, I said the word. Okay. I hope that don't take it down. How she treats sex in general is so depressing. It's so unemotional. It's so unspiritual. Like, it's nothing spiritual in it, because I know a lot of people, especially in this hookup culture, don't treat sex as I personally treat it, but I treat sex exactly like, for example, the ancient Egypts saw it. it's something beautiful, something connecting. And they had, for example, one day that they took it from the week or month or something like this, and they gave it even a name for it, for example, the pleasure day or the fun day or something, where they just had one day with their partner and just had beautiful times with each other. Because I think sex is something so beautiful. It's not about children making or just having the pleasure on it. It's a spiritual level connection, because I love you so much that I want you to touch me in that way. That's what I perceive from sex, or what I see it. And I personally think sexual liberation in general, that's not, of course, my opinion, is not about like fucking everybody on the street or just fucking around and finding out. I think the celibacy or the power that, for example, us women are getting in this generation, that the generation of women before us didn't get, is being celibate, not fucking everybody around, and just being with yourself and having your energy for yourself. And that you can see in the whole movie how that it shows the real picture, and how the sex itself, it's never for the pleasure of the women. And it's kind of also weird. It gives me like the energy vampire vibe, because she destroyed the life, because I think they destroyed themselves, because your fault. She destroyed the lives of people, of men who had sex with her, because they were so bewitched by her, or some, you know what I mean. And it just shows that when their life got destroyed, she was continually living and got like memories from them with pictures and so on. And it just didn't sit really right with me, because in the first place, it's kind of, you are bonding your soul, because you literally can bond your soul with somebody with witchcraft and during sex. Yes, you can do it. It's a crazy thing. Some people don't believe in it, but I believe in it. And she was just bonding, like continuing bonding her souls with men and men and men and men that she didn't really love, and she didn't really had the lust in herself. As again, you can see the whole sex action that she had with men. That's it. She was treating as she has a checklist or something. And the other thing is, I can see where all this psychological work came from, because I think the producer of the movie herself is married to Robert Greene. I think he's the guy who made the 48 Laws of Power. And it just, the whole concept of the movie is, I love the movie, but it just shows how crazy whole society is about sex and how they see witchcraft. Because I didn't see Elaine as a smart person. Not at all. Like maybe she has a lot of her brain, but she's not smart. Or maybe she is so traumatized that she can't think clearly. Because the whole point of being a witch is, that's why when somebody tells me, yeah, they burnt witches, no. They burnt wise women. That's what they did. We use this slur because we are misogynistic, and misogyny doesn't affect men. That's why it isn't handled, for example, the witch, slut, and so on, as other slurs, because men themselves aren't affected by it. So the whole thing is, she is not smart, and that's exactly what men see it. she had all these potions, all these beautiful aesthetic and so on. And it see how actually kind of men perceive women. And it made me kind of think a lot, because the movie is so interesting in so many levels. First of all, it shows you how men see women. Also shows you how we all as women actually get, how can I, we suffer. We suffer really, really deeply in many levels and in a lot of ways, because there are about 3 archetypes of women in general, or as seen as the virgin, the slut, and the other one, the mother. And you can see that the wife, like the friend of Elaine with the short hair, who she slept with her husband, she suffered a lot. But also, what she tried to kind of wear Elaine's skin. And I found it really interesting in this. I was like, is she going so crazy that she wants to be her? Or does she just suppress her inner slut to be? And that's why she's trying to be her. Because fashion is a lot of things. If you're trying to copy somebody's fashion style completely, I don't mean it be inspired by it, but kind of copying it, it just shows you want to be the other person. You want to wear their skin. But in actuality, you don't really want to be that person, but that person is living something that you want to live. But you are suppressing that feeling because of shame, anger, society, expectations, parents, trauma, everything. So it just kind of showed me these archetypes, and it was so obvious, because I don't think that that's pretty misogynistic to put women in, you are this, this, and this. No. We have all of them inside of us as women. You can live through it, and you can see that people who live it through balance, like, don't be like, I'm a virgin, I'm a mother, I'm a slut. When you have the 3 of them inside of you and you live through it, I say it as a Middle Eastern woman who doesn't have contact with her family, you are so much better living. And that's why society, or a lot of religion or whatsoever, they try to suppress the humanly sexual desire, because sexual liberation means that you won't get caged easily, because you have the experiences of it. When you experience things and know what you want and know what you don't want, you are really hardly gonna get caged. And society, patriarchy, and capitalism hate that, because they love that we are in self-destruction, because distraction is self-destruction. And that's why they try always to distract us from things that we want. For example, I love the color blue. I love the color pink. And that's why it will be harder for capitalism to sell me things from other colors. For example, just a silly example of it. And you can connect a lot of these dots in this film, because the whole point of Elaine was, she caged herself, even if she was a witch, a lover, beautiful, colorful woman. She caged herself. She did it. That's why it was so easy to get through her, because she was like, I am here just to satisfy men's desire, and I am a witch, and I am a widow who her husband died, like a widow, yeah. Don't cage yourself. You are not just a woman. You are not just a witch. You are not a body with a soul. You are a soul with a body. There are difference. And these are my thoughts kind of it. I don't know if you think I'm crazy. I don't know if you think my thoughts are weird. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I drink some iced tea. So yeah, this is my video. I'm happy you listened. And always be yourself. Always explore things. Be something that you always want to be, because you are already it. You already what you want to be, but your brain has to catch up with what you are. Love you. Bye.